and he looked up at me with his big blue eyes, and he said, "Mama, I'm never going to get a cure, am I?" When he said that, I did all I could. It's okay, honey. No, it's okay. It's okay. We know we're going to get a cure. Okay.
Well, it's a disease that you get if, like, you don't stop, like, eating unhealthy food, and you could die from it. You won't want to have it.
Michael was diagnosed at the age of 3 on February 26th of 2007. He's now 7 years old. He takes this disease on. He doesn't complain about it. He's just positive all the time. The walk brings all of these families together that are dealing with diabetes. And we formed Michael's Crew. We've been working on this for 4 years now, and we have raised $50,000. The summer of 2009, Michael was chosen to be a member of Children's Congress, which is hosted by JDRF. They want these children to go to Washington, D.C. and represent their states and talk to the congressmen and share their personal stories. It's all about that personal story.
At the White House, I got to meet Nick Jonas. That was my favorite part. And then I got to meet the president. I was more excited to see Nick Jonas than the president.
I remember receiving the letter, and I was really nervous. I was like, oh, okay, I want to see the reply, but I'm really nervous that it may be a no. And when I opened it up, I remember Michael and I were sitting on the couch, and I started reading it. And in the first paragraph, it said that Michael was chosen, and the tears just started coming down my face.
When Michael was first diagnosed, insulin was really his medication. And for us, JDRF has been our medication. We know that there will be a cure for diabetes in Michael's lifetime. We have no doubt about that. And it's events like this that they're gonna allow that to happen.
Yeah, that's always struck both of us, that our son has done so incredibly well dealing with this disease over, what is it
20
now?
years.
20 years, but has come so close to dying at one point just because of one mistake, oversleeping one night. He was diagnosed at about 5.5. David, over the years, went through occasional episodes when he would be low, but nothing really serious.
So David was 22, almost 23.
He was studying at law school. What happened was he was very tired. He evidently fell asleep on the sofa in his room. He had 2 roommates. He has the same 2 roommates, and they got up at 7 o'clock, knew that he was up all night, and didn't think much of the fact that he was sleeping there at 8 o'clock, so they just left.
He was unconscious and not responsive.
What we suspect happened was he got low and became unconscious, and the pump just kept pumping insulin.
Nobody knew if he would be okay, but 2 weeks later he left the hospital, came back to us, went to speech therapy and occupational therapy locally, and a month later went back to law school, which is really miraculous.
We just didn't realize how unprepared we were, and David was, for something like this to happen.
She's very happy, very social, very bright. She's a little fashion diva. She's quite a character, yes.
She's not shy to put it lightly.
Mm-hmm. I draw to not think about diabetes, because what if I feel bad that I have diabetes, and what if somebody else doesn't? If I see someone that does have diabetes, it makes my life feel a little better.
Micaiah was 4 years old, and she was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in July of '08. And about a month ago, she did get sick. She was vomiting, and we couldn't get her to stop, and within a couple of hours, she was into diabetic ketoacidosis. And she was admitted for 4 days, trying to get her out of it. And yeah, it was a huge eye-opener for us.
Even when she was diagnosed, she was normal Micaiah. Talking to everybody, bouncing off the walls. I mean, she's a bundle of energy and she's hard to keep up with.
Always happy, yeah.
And in this DKA, completely lethargic. Mm-hmm. I mean, she can barely move to answer questions to the doctors and the nurses, and so it's, I mean, it's, it hits the heart in a huge way.
You know, we're still pulling through it, and we're still trying to work it out, and she's back to Micaiah right now, so we just hang on to that. There have been several times where Micaiah has made the comment, "Mommy, Daddy, when is my diabetes going to go away?" She's actually even thrown in, "When is JDRF going to make my diabetes go away?"
And they were a huge support group in the very beginning too. Mm-hmm. Not only to help us understand, but to basically give us a helping hand, or, you know, advice, or just involvement.
We will walk with JDRF hand in hand until there is a cure.